I am a total idiot for doing that. How often you do something and later you blamed yourself with such words? And why dieting doesn't work? The number of overweight people is growing every day. It looks like we have no solution. But the real cause of the problem is not in the plate or in our stomach. And it could not be solved by dieting only. The real problem in our head. And we have not only one mind, we have two minds. The first one is this consciousness, and the second one is the subconsciousness. If we can understand the reality of problem in our consciousness, we behave in such foolish behavior because the real cause in our subconsciousness. It looks like a child or baby about 4 years old. This baby in our subconsciousness can't understand that we have to take care of ourselves. This baby just wants to have a pleasure, to enjoy from food, because we are hardwired not only to eat, to gorge and to reproduce. This is a basic instinct, evolutionary. We still from our birth have innate hardwired urges, and if we don't take control of these urges, we are behaving like monkeys. Monkey see, monkey do. And this is the real problem. The real problem that food is more than calories. Food is immediate gratification and instant satisfaction. And not because psychologically, because neuropsychologically. Food affects on our brain to release a special neurohormone, endorphin, dopamine. It affects us to have immediate pleasure. And so we gradually develop dependency to food, like people develop dependency to drugs. Therefore, we talk about food addiction. The overweight problem is not simply a problem of accumulation of fat in our body. This is incredibly insidious addiction that never happened in human history. My name is Dr. Aidlin, and I developed the system that allows us to solve this food addiction. This method provides us ability to cure physiological and psychological dependency. How we do it? But first of all, we have to understand that a human is not an oven on two legs with teeth. And it's absolutely rubbish and ridiculous to believe that it's possible to solve the overweight problem or obese by reduction of kilocalories, to eat less and to burn more calories, and that's it. The real problem is not in plate or in our stomach. The real problem in our head, and our head has two minds, consciousness and subconsciousness. If in our consciousness we can understand and even to know about the reality of problem, but our behavior comes from our subconsciousness, and this part of our mind incredibly sophisticated. There are a lot of resources, and each resource has individual interests in our life. I especially emphasize on the resource that I call inner idiot or inner monkey. It explains why people blame themselves, and sometimes people think that they are their own enemies. Its real enemy in our subconsciousness, and this is evil, or this is inner idiot. I call it idiot or monkey because it is a resource evolutionary of our hardwired urges, our innate instincts. Food is more than calories or substances or nutrients. It's more than protein, carbohydrate or fat. Food is pleasure, wild pleasure, pleasure from our evolution, our genes. And food affects on our brain to release neurohormones, and it elevates dopamine, endorphin in our brain. Therefore, we feel pleasure. Life has changed. Instead, physical rigor in the past, where food was scarce, we lead sedentary life, and access to food is easy and becomes entertainment. People don't know how to distinguish between emotional hunger and physical hunger, and most of us suffer from emotional and social dissatisfactions that become a new modern neurosis, where people suffer themselves from depression, anxiousness, or boredom. They experience inner trigger that push them to the frigidaire, because food becomes a great substitution. It affects on our brain to release neurotransmitters, neurohormones of pleasure, endorphins or dopamine, like it was in the wild, because we still born as animals, as mammals, and the difference between human and monkey is not physiology. We are not different from mice. Therefore, most of science research undergo through mice. Genes of mice are different from genes of human only in 300 in about 28,000 genes in human genome. Therefore, we still have the same hardwired urges to gorge and to reproduce. Many people try to solve the problem of overweight, and they fail by this struggle. The real problem in that it's impossible to solve the problem by using willpower. If people try to use willpower, they just encounter the conflict with themselves. Everything what you did in order to lose weight was useless because you didn't change your mindset, your beliefs, your persuasions, because human is first of all is paradigm. This is complex of our beliefs, and it's possible to change these beliefs, our inner persuasions, only by experiencing of new experience, by experience of success. And we provide our clients this ability to succeed and to experience that you can do it, you can solve the problem. It's possible only to make a paradigm shift and to change a way of thinking, because a thought comes first, and each thought affects on what we feel and what we do. Therefore, a bad thought affects on our bad mood and our bad behavior. But it's possible to change, to replace by good thinking, and good thought affects on our good mood and good behavior. We cure this problem by taking control of our mind. It allows us to be in charge for our wisdom, but not inner idiot, inner monkey. Our subconsciousness has incredible sophisticated construction. There are a lot of different resources, and each resource leads to the different effect and solution of the problem, in that you can't solve the problem by trying to restrict yourself by food or kilocalories. If you try to lose weight and change your buttocks, belly or thighs, it is useless, because the cause of the problem, your relationship with food, comes from your subconsciousness, your paradigm, your beliefs, your persuasions. And in order to change your body, you must change your mind. And therefore, you must undergo paradigm shift to experience success, that you can do it, you can lose weight, you can control yourself, and first of all, you can control your mindset. A thought comes first and affects on what we feel and what we do. Everything in the world is created twice. The first creation is our mental creation, and it like our inner script of our behavior. Therefore, if we change our inner script, if we learn how to take control of our thinking, we finally can control of our relationship with food, and so we can lose weight. The more important, not just to lose weight, to keep the results of life, and For that we have to develop a new habit. It sounds unbelievable, incredible, but it's possible to do because what we do repeatedly becomes a habit. And in our system we have the first step of beginner course and the second step of maintenance program that provides us ability to transform our success in the initial step to lifestyle forever. The Aidlin system is different from any diet because we consider each person as a unique, intelligent individual, and we treat the cause of the problem, person's beliefs, persuasions, and provide them paradigm shift. Therefore, our program starts from the beginner course. This is 7 miracle weeks when each client undergo, first of all, success, great success of ability to take control of him or herself and experience weight loss that immediately motivates person to continue and to obtain ideal results. Therefore, we first of all teach our clients how to obtain a toolbox that provide them ability not only to lose weight but to keep these results for life. Therefore, on the second step of our program, we have a unique maintenance program that helps people to transform these results for lifestyle as development of new habits. This is the important, crucial point that we are, first of all, character, because our reality, our life is just a reflection of our character. We realize our habits every day by doing repeatedly, and what we do becomes our destiny, our results. 2 steps. The first step is beginner course. The beginner course provides our clients ability to experience success. Success of weight loss, success of self-control. Therefore, it's very important because provides people paradigm shift. People begin to think differently. Therefore, differently they begin to behave. This is the crucial point. We are character based on our habits. Therefore, habits is unconscious behavior, and not only behavior, also way of thinking. We have mental habits. About 90% of our life come from our unconscious habitual thinking. For example, miserable people is different from happy people because they think differently. Miserable people think miserable thoughts, and these miserable thoughts affect on what they feel and what they do. Therefore, happy people, first of all, influenced by their happy thoughts, and this happy thought followed by happy mood and happy behavior. We teach people how to take control of their thinking, and by this way we provide them a paradigm shift, the miracle, because it's possible to change the mind, and by changing mind we can change the life. Therefore, the first beginner course based on this experience of success. It motivates people to continue to lose weight. But first of all, we focused on enhancement of health. This is our essential purpose, to enhance health, improve health, and to lose weight. But more important, to remember that it's not temporary result. In order to keep this successful life, we have to develop a new habit, a complex of new habits. Therefore, only a new habits provide us a new character and therefore a new lifestyle. We learn how to replace old habits to new habits, and we learn that every day if we repeatedly do something, it becomes a new habit. Therefore, we can change our character and our life. What you did in order to lose weight, it was useless, because you tried to change your body, and the real problem is not in your body, in your mind. And mind has two parts, consciousness and subconsciousness. Our consciousness is relatively simple. It is only one thought. However, this one thought is followed by your mood and effects on your behavior. It's very important to understand that each thought in our mind is influenced by our unconscious part of our mind, our subconsciousness. And this subconsciousness is incredibly sophisticated. I consider in subconsciousness the unique part that I call it inner idiot or inner monkey. You know, it's like monkey see, monkey do. Very frequently people blamed themselves after doing something because they absolutely unaware about our inner subconsciousness, this inner voice that tempts us to do something inappropriate. And it looks like we don't know how to take control of. It looks like we are enemies for ourselves. Can free you from diabetes type 2. I know that it sounds unbelievable, incredible, but everyone who comes to our program comes by word of mouth. And people experience incredible success and the results very fast and very easy, especially throughout 3-4 weeks. How it's possible to solve this very dangerous problem? I have to explain that the real problem in our relationship with food, where food becomes a solution for depression, anxiousness, loneliness, or lack of entertainment. Usually people undergo the dramatic way of suffering, very painful way of diabetes that very often will complete it by diabetes like amputation or blindness, but it's possible to prevent and solve for life. How it's possible to deal with so dangerous disease? I stress that you can't take control of your blood sugar by taking medications. Why? Because if you take medications in order to reduce your blood sugar, this futile sugar from your blood will be transformed to the fat in your body. You can't replace this futile sugar as part of your excess food back to the frigidaire. Therefore, you have to realize that only one way to solve the problem is to take control of food before you eat. And it's possible to do by your awareness, by your control of your thinking. Overeating, not because physical hunger, because you experience emotional hunger. You are bored, anxious, or depressed. And food becomes immediate gratification, instant satisfaction. It provides us immediate pleasure by elevation of neurotransmitters, dopamine, endorphins in your brain. Therefore, this is hardwired animal, wild pleasure in our brain, much more than calories or nutrients. We have to be aware how to distinguish this physical hunger from emotional hunger and take control of our thinking and behavior. This way lead us to success, and we teach our clients how to eat in order to lose weight and keep results of for life. If you can't distinguish your physical hunger from emotional hunger, you just simply overeat. And this overeating overloads your blood circulation with futile food. It's not only nutrients, it's also a lot of sugar that your body has to transform to fat in order to survive. And if your blood circulation overloaded by futile sugar, your body must produce futile insulin in order to deal with excess sugar. Therefore, you become diabetic from development of metabolic syndrome. The first step of hyperinsulinization. Your pancreas must produce more insulin in order to deal with futile sugar that you overeat. And the second step will be insulin resistance. So you develop metabolic syndrome that becomes your diabetes type 2. In order to cure this problem, you first of all have to realize that it's impossible to solve the problem by taking medications. You just transform your futile sugar to futile fat in your liver. And in order to solve this problem, you have to take control of food before it comes to your blood circulation. Because if it is in your blood, you can't replace it back to the frigidaire. You just overload your liver with fat. Therefore, we teach our clients and provide them tools how to take control of food before you eat. And this way provides us great success and not temporary for life. We provide our clients maintenance program that allows us to help our clients to develop healthy and highly effective habits, and so to have highly and healthy character. It provides us to develop and sustain healthy and successful lifestyle. Our system is different from any diets, and even more effective and successful than bariatric surgery, in that it provides you ability to take control of yourself, to take control of your relationship with food, and to think differently, therefore to feel differently and to have different behavior in front of yourself, food, and your life. Therefore, don't believe, just take chance to try it and to prove to yourself. Welcome to the Aidlin system. It was Dr. Aidlin.